At the end of this week's Parsha, we're told the following: Ki yemotze cholol ba'adama. If you find a dead body in between two cities, what do? They start measuring to see which city he was closer to and who's to blame. And then they bring out the elders of the city, and the elders declare the following: Yodeinu lo shofchu es hadam hazeh. It wasn't us. We're innocent. We didn't spill this blood. Ve'inenu lo ro. Our eyes, we never saw him. We don't know anything about him. We didn't do anything to be responsible for what happened. And then the Torah continues with something that seems to not fit in. Kaper la'amcha Yisrael ashepadisa Hashem. Atone for Klal Yisrael. Asks the Maral and Gur Aryeh, what's this doing over here? I understand, true. They could say that it wasn't us. Don't blame us. We didn't do anything to cause this. But Kaper la'amcha Yisrael, atone for Klal Yisrael. What did Klal Yisrael do? What's this doing over here? The Maral answers in 5 words. Kol Yisrael arevim zeh lo zeh. Every single member of Klal Yisrael is responsible one for the other. That means the Maral understands the sugya as follows. If something like this happened, if there was a ritzech, if there was a murderer and somebody got killed, then it's on every single one of us to look within us and see, were we responsible? All of Klal Yisrael are together. We're one unit. And that says, the Maral is why the Torah says, Kaper la'amcha Yisrael. All of Klal Yisrael require an atonement if something like this happens. There was a delegation a number of years ago of men that came to Rehov Chazon Ish 5 in Bnei Brak. They came to ask the Gadol Hador of Aaron Leib the following question. A young man had unfortunately passed away at a very young age, and they were desperate to do something in his merit, l'schus. And each one started to say what they thought would be appropriate. One said we should makabel Shabbos a few minutes early. The other said we shouldn't bring our phones into shul. Each one said something until Rav Aaron Leib lifted up his hand. And he said, perhaps you should think about something completely different. And that is, in Eretz Yisrael, we're zoichet to live it, but we live in smaller apartments. And it's sometimes hard, space is difficult. Next time, he said, you get a knock on the door from your neighbor who wants to make an extension. Even though it might be inconvenient, it might cause noise, mess, or even block your view. Just say yes. Agree to allow them to do whatever they need, because you have no idea how it can help their lives. That's a Gadol Hador. That's someone who understands the responsibility for every single Yid in Klal Yisrael. And that's what the Maral says this week's Parsha is teaching us. And perhaps that's the idea. As we start Chodesh Elul, 4 weeks until Rosh Hashanah, what's the schos that we're going to be Zoicha B'din? Maybe it's this, the very fact that we undertake to think about every single one of the Rabbeinu Shalom's children. That Hashem says, you're not only thinking about yourself, you're thinking about every single one of my children. That's the schos B'din. Have a wonderful Shabbos.